Hey everyone, my name's Adam, and basically this is a series of vlogs, welcome, that I'm going to be making, just kind of discussing the video game industry, giving my outlook on what I think about things, news, reviews, all that sort of stuff. So let's start with my history. Basically, I've been playing games for ages, pretty much since I was 3. We had an SNES, played Super Mario All-Stars for like 6 years straight. Then we got a PS1, never had an N64, we moved forward to the PS2, and then the Wii and the Xbox 360. I've also owned pretty much every Nintendo handheld console since the Game Boy. The ones I've got with me now, if you'd like to have a look, the Game Boy Pocket, with Pokemon in the back, of course. We've got the Game Boy Color, followed by the Advance. I have an SP somewhere. I haven't got any idea where it is right now. It's kind of just the better version of the Advance, if you didn't already know that. It's got a backlight and it's got a clamshell sort of design. Followed by the DS. This was a silver DS that I painted white and black with an Invader design. It broke one day at school. I took it. Shame. Then I replaced that a few years later with a DS Lite. Much better design, probably the best of the DS family really, in terms of just how good it was. I skipped out on the DSi, skipped out on the DS XL. They were both sort of, they didn't really catch on in my mind. The DSiWare was cool, but you know, they sacrificed the Game Boy compatibility, and that really kind of ticked me off. Didn't really feel like it was necessary. I then moved on to, of course, the lovely 3DS, which I think is still a great system. People knock that all the time, but it's selling so well. Pretty much better than the DS, I believe, in the first 6 months. So what I want to talk about today is the future of consoles, the Wii U especially, and the Xbox 360. Well, the Xbox 720, codenamed the Loop. So what I think is interesting, this year we had at E3, the Wii U was announced, featuring this kind of tablet-like controller, along with Wii remotes, I think. It's cool that they're going for this different kind of interface. I think inspired by the success of the iPad. The iPad's been really great, kind of integrating all this social media as well as media in general. It's been a real impact on the gaming industry. Maybe not financially yet. The games on iOS are doing great, but I think the way we experience technology and the way we tap into these services in the future, that's going to be where Nintendo and Microsoft and Sony want to be at. That's what they want to be creating consoles for. So, especially, I think like Nintendo's always been focused on creating these video game experiences. The first Nintendo was called the Entertainment System, not the video game system, it was the Entertainment System. Which is ironic because since then all they've been doing is making video game consoles. But back to their core kind of ideology, the Wii tried to give us an experience that was different, with motion controls finally being realized this month with Skyward Sword, which apparently across the board people have loved it. They've thought it's the first, and I quote or paraphrase, the first game to really utilize the Wii remote as what it was designed to be, of course with the help of the Wii Motion Plus. I think Nintendo aren't going to abandon that. They're going to move forward with the Wii remote, as well as using this tablet device. But what's interesting is that this month was announced the Xbox 720 had already been given in developed dev kit versions to EA and I believe Activision. Now, it's been stated that the Xbox 720 will be packaged with a version of Windows 9, which is interesting because Windows 8 is only not even out yet. Windows 9, where the hell is that coming from? I don't even know. But what's interesting is that I think that PCs, if you look at what Windows 8 looks like and what the consoles have been moving towards, this whole kind of one unit to rule them all sort of thing, like it used to be the case that, I mean, you have your TV now, you have your PC and you have your game console. That's kind of where my life gravitates around. TVs have now kind of, you get smart TVs that can browse the net. You have PCs that can play TV content. You know, I don't even watch TV that much anymore, simply because I have all my media streaming on my computer. And then games consoles that can do both of those things. The Xbox can run, in the last 6 months, they've been packaging, I think in the US, they've been doing deals with the pay TV companies. So all of these experiences, all these devices offering the same sort of thing. I think the games consoles next generation are going to be the next big thing. You're going to be seeing in like, and not in just this tacked on way that they have been doing with the Xbox, but built in kind of designed experiences that offer you a way to browse the net, a way to keep updated with your social, and your friends and whatever, a way to play games, to watch movies. All of that content, all of that media will be best. They're going to make the most money. The company who does this the best is going to make the most money, not whoever has the most graphics horsepower. It's not going to be about that anymore. I think Nintendo, like people commonly, this generation, but the last 6 years specifically, have been bashing Nintendo for sticking with the GameCube hardware. I think Nintendo, they think too far ahead sometimes. They got hit pretty hard because nobody had an HD TV when the Wii came out. Only the next 2 years did everyone have an HD TV, and all of a sudden the Wii was outdated right out the gate. Still managed to sell 80 million copies, I believe, or 80 million units the Wii has sold to date, which is crazy. Now, moving forward, I don't think, as I said, I don't think the Wii U is going to be plagued by that same misfortune. I don't think that there's any room left to be kind of wowing people with graphics. I think graphics are at a place now where, you'll get more polygons, you'll get better lighting effects, better textures, all of that, bigger games. But at the same time, I think the gaming world has kind of hit a place where it knows what games work and what kind of experiences work as video games. And I think the core experience of playing a game now isn't hindered by the graphical power. You're not going to ever create a game. Only once every generation are you given this experience where it's like, shit, this game looks so much better than everything I've ever seen. Even Skyrim, the newest title, doesn't look that much better than anything they were making, 5 years ago. I think Nintendo has a really good chance here, and I think they've got a head start. Let me know what you think. I want to know, do you guys, agree with me? Do you think that the Wii U doesn't stand a chance despite its name, or, keeping in line with its name? It is a ridiculous name, right? Let me know. Thumbs up the video if you liked it. If I get a good response, sure, I'll be making more of these. Whatever YouTube's doing right now, thumbs up, subscribe, do that, and have fun. Thanks very much, guys.